Hey Knights, before we start this video, I want to say that a friend of mine has a trans daughter. If I ever make money off of this video, I will donate proceeds to a charity of her choice. You should also know, as of the time I am making this video, I haven't personally played Hogwarts Legacy. Lastly, I'm going to be speaking with the assumption that you are familiar with the topic of this video. If you are not, I have linked a couple videos below from other creators so you can familiarize yourself.
Back to that school. You're never gonna see those freaky friends of yours again. Never!
There seem to be two main arguments on why it is unethical to purchase and play Hogwarts Legacy. The first is that author J.K. Rowling will receive royalties for every copy purchased, and she can and/or will use that wealth to support anti-trans initiatives. This claim seems to only be evidenced by Rowling's support of her friend Allison Bailey in 2022. Rowling donated money to Allison, an openly gay black woman, for Allison's lawsuit against an ex-employer. Allison asserted that her employer retaliated against her for expressing that she didn't believe biological sex or gender could be changed. Though Rowling has publicly tweeted and given lip service for other topics considered anti-trans, such as being against giving hormone blockers to children, believing trans women shouldn't be in certain cis women spaces, and that it is okay to exclude trans people on your personal list of potential sexual partners. I wasn't actually able to find any other examples of her supporting anything monetarily. If you do have any examples, please be sure to drop those in the comments below. The second argument is that Rowling herself mistakes interest in her IP for support of her political views. Therefore, if you buy the game, she will think that you agree with her. This is seemingly evidenced by interpretation of a tweet she made in 2022, and ironic because many people who are boycotting Hogwarts Legacy seem to be asserting the exact same thing in regard to those people who purchased it. According to numerous sources, J.K. Rowling has an estimated net worth of over $1 billion, making between $50 to $100 million per year off of book sales, movies, theme parks, Legos, and other merchandise. Comparatively, any royalties from Hogwarts Legacy are just a drop in the bucket. It's unlikely that the game's release has made any noticeable direct change to Rowling's financial situation whatsoever. So, what's with all the vitriol? Well, as is often the case, there's a bit more nuance to it. Several believe that the game's success will signal to companies that they should continue investing in Rowling's IP, and that this could compound into future revenue streams that might benefit Rowling more significantly. Others think the success of Rowling's IP could embolden people who agree with her views to speak up for themselves without fear of career suicide. Finally, some believe that positive reviews, actual play videos, and live streaming of Hogwarts Legacy could rekindle interest in the Potterverse and bring about a sort of Harry Potter renaissance where all of Rowling's revenue streams stand to benefit. On the other hand, even if Rowling never made another penny from this minute forward, she'd still have more money than most of us will make in our entire lives and could do with it whatever she wants. She's filthy f***ing rich with one of the most well-recognized names on the planet, irrespective of what you do or don't do. Whatever your personal take, people all over the Twitter sphere have decided that this is where they're drawing the metaphorical line in the sand, and that this is where the battle shall be fought. After all, you don't see any of the over 100+ anti-trans bills already introduced in 2023 trending on the Bluebird site. Clearly paying attention to and combating them has failed to take precedence. Quick, look over there! Witch! You're either a decent human being, or you're a wizard, Harry. Boycotting, refusing to purchase a product, and explaining your reasons for abstaining to others is an ethical and productive way to bring people to your cause and ensure that they understand it. People who recognize the value of your position will be informed and empowered to effectively carry on and spread your message to others. However, seeking out the product's customers to insult, demean, and misrepresent them are all ways to undermine your cause. It raises awareness for the product in a way that is not beneficial to you. Opposition will make no attempt to engage meaningfully with you on the topic. They are more likely to actively oppose your efforts. You will also cause venomous, unaware, and/or ignorant supporters on your own side to misrepresent and ultimately be the public face of your efforts. Another great way to espouse and express your views is through public forum. Now more than ever, we can share information instantly with millions of people all over the world through the power of social media. Tweets, YouTube videos, Reddit threads, Twitch streams, etc. Pick your poison. Go hog wild and share your ideas with the world. See what everyone thinks and be prepared to hear a response. Personally, I'd strongly encourage you to provide evidence for your claims. Be careful not to alienate or attack your audience, and to not assume that others have had the same anecdotal experiences as you. Here are some tips for examining the worth of an argument. Any argument. Ask yourself these 4 things. Does the scenario include or imply any double standard? Does the scenario rely on superlatives or emotion to reinforce its point? Does the scenario omit context or sources for statements meant to be just taken as fact? Does the scenario present or imply homogenized viewpoints as support for things meant to just be taken as true? If the answer for any of these questions is yes, the argument is probably weak at best, or at worst, outright deceptive and malicious. My final words of advice? If you post something to the public, it is likely that more than just your intended audience will see it. There is nothing wrong with blocking and banning people you don't want to deal with or whom you feel are detracting from your personal platform. There's also nothing wrong with calling out people who are being abusive towards you. Finally, you are not at all responsible for the actions of your audience unless you called for those actions or you committed defamation. I hope this helps everyone to think for themselves, look up facts, and sort through the nonsense. Links to all my sources can be found in the description below. Thank you.